Dear students, today's topic is study on diseases of rose and jasmine. First one is the diseases of roses. Rose is the popular flower grown all over the world. In India, it is commercially grown for cut flowers and rose oil. A variety of pathogens attack on roses like powdery mildew, black spot, rust, causing problems in its production. Now we will discuss on the important diseases of rose. First one is the fungal pathogen, and the disease is black spot. Symptoms appears as brown black circular spots on both the surface of the leaf. Several spots enlarge to form large blotches. Defoliation is considered as a common symptom which reduces flowers. This disease is considered as most troublesome disease of garden roses worldwide, including India. Now let's see about the scientific classification of this pathogen. Kingdom is fungi, division Ascomycota, class Luteomycetes, order Haloceales, family Dermatidae, genus Diplocarpon, and species is Rose. Now let's see about the character of this pathogen. The apothecia are globose to disc-shaped, subcuticular, radiate, and are 100 to 300 micrometer in diameter. Asci are inoperculate, oblong, and cylindrical, short-stalked, 70 to 80 into 12 to 18 micrometer, and contain a pore. Each ascus contains 8 ascospores, which are oblong, elliptical, hyaline, and unequally two-celled, constricted at the septum. The paraphyses are numerous, filiform, septate, and enlarged at the tips. Conidia are 18 to 25 into 5 to 6 micrometer in size, hyaline, oval to elliptical with single septation, and are formed in an acervulus. Acervuli are formed on leaves and young shoots during the summer, while apothecia and spermogonia are born on decaying overwintering leaves. This is about the character of this pathogen. Next important disease is the powdery mildew. This disease is susceptible to open and protected structures and affects both quality and quantity of cut flowers. Severe mildew growth reduce leaf growth, aesthetic value of plants, photosynthetic efficiency, and thereby plant growth and stability of cut flowers. Pathogen appears as small, discrete lesions on the stems, leaves, or sometimes on the flowers, and produces a white powdery appearance. Now coming to the scientific classification of this pathogen. Kingdom is fungi, phylum Ascomycota, class Luteomycetes, subclass Luteomycetidae, order Erysipelas, family Erysipeaceae, genus Sphaerotheca, and species is Penosa. Now coming to the character of this pathogen. The disease is caused by Sphaerotheca penosa. The appendages of Cleistothecia are vestigial or lacking, and its scocarps are usually embedded in felt-like mycelium. Each Cleistothecia contains single asci which bear usually 8 hyaline and elliptical ascospores. This is about the character of this pathogen. Next important disease is the rust. The disease is of worldwide distribution. Heavy losses occur due to premature defoliation. Pathogen appear as yellow to brown pustules, impart rusty appearance to the shoots. Now coming to the systematic position of this pathogen. Kingdom is fungi, division Basidiomycota, class Parciniomycetes, order Parciniales, family Phragmidiaceae, genus Phragmidium. This is about the systematic position of this pathogen. Now coming to the character of this pathogen. Phragmidium is a genus of rust fungus that typically infects plant species of the Rosaceae. It is characterized by having stalk teliospores borne on talia, each having a row of 4 or more cells. All species have a pneuma which is a diffuse acidium lacking a peridium. This is about the character of this pathogen. Next important disease is the grey mold. Pathogen appear on infected parts as covered with grey to greyish brown mycelial growth, which often sporulate profusely and spread fast, coinciding with the period of senescence. Now let us see about the scientific classification of this pathogen. Kingdom is fungi, division Ascomycota, class Luteomycetes, order Helioceales, family Sclerocinaceae, genus Botrytis, and species is Cinerea. Now let us see about the character of this pathogen. The disease is caused by Botrytis cinerea. Mycelium is septate, produced on branch conidiophores, which are 2 mm or more in length and 16 to 30 micrometer thick, on which conidia of 6 to 18 into 4 to 11 micrometer size are formed. They are single-celled, ellipsoidal, hyaline to pale brown. Sclerotia of variable shapes and sizes are produced. This is about the character of this pathogen. Next is the bacterial disease, and name of the disease is the crown gall. The disease is initiated with formation of galls on the stems and roots. Now let us see about the scientific classification of this bacteria. Kingdom is the bacteria, phylum Proteobacteria, class Alpha Proteobacteria, order Rhizobiales, family Rhizobiaceae, and genus is the Agrobacterium. Now let us see about the character of the pathogen. The bacterium Agrobacterium tumefaciens is responsible for this disease. The bacterium is aerobic gram-negative, rod-shaped and non-sporulating, measuring 0.4 to 0.8 into 1 to 3 micrometer in length. They are motile and have 1 to 5 lateral flagella, but non-motile variants are also in existence. The colonies are convex, circular, glistering and translucent. This is about the character of the pathogens. Now we have completed about the diseases of roses. Next is the diseases of jasmine. Jasmine is perennial climbing plant with sweet, highly scented flowers. It is native to the Himalayas and is considered sacred throughout the region, especially in India. It is grown for perfumery in France and added to alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages, toiletries, moisturizing lotions and aroma therapy oils. Jasmine is also used to attack by the various diseases such as the fungal diseases, leaf spot. Pathogen can be characterized as irregular to circular distinct spots produced, which are light yellow with reddish brown margins on upper surface and light gray on the lower surface. Now let us see about the scientific classifications of this pathogen. Kingdom is fungi, division Ascomycota, subdivision Dohc&Tm, order Capnodiales, family Mycosphaerulaceae and genus Septoria. Now let us see about the character of this pathogen. The pathogen is Septoria hutchinsonii. The fungus forms simple pycnidia with thin walls. Conidia are filiform, hyaline and multi-septate. This is all about the character of this pathogen. Next important disease is rust. The fungus attacks leaves, stem and inflorescence. The infected portions becomes hypertrophied, cankers develop at the affected portions, especially on the stem, and blisters or swelling are formed on the leaves. Now coming to the scientific classification of this pathogen. Kingdom is fungi, division Basidiomycota, class Iridinomycetes, order Uridinales, family Puccinaceae, genus is Euromyces. Now let us see about the character of this pathogen. The pathogen is Euromyces hobsoni. The pathogen produces achea, which are raised, scattered, orange colored, acidoid, while aciospores are orange yellow, thin walled, 16.5 to 21 into 12 to 18 micrometer in size. The teliospores are dark brown, one-celled, mostly ovate, thick-walled, 35 to 45 into 20 to 30 micrometer in size, and pedicel is hyaline or yellow in color. The spermogonial stage is not observed. This is about the character of this pathogen. Next disease is the leaf blight. Disease is characterized by circular to irregular reddish brown spots with a darker border on both surface of leaf and on other aerial parts of the plant. leads to premature defoliation, which has an adverse effect on flowering. Now, let us see about the scientific classification of this pathogen. Kingdom is fungi, phylum Ascomycota, class Dohc&Tm, order Capnodiales, family Mycosporidaceae, genus Cercospora. This is all about the scientific classification of this pathogen. Next is the character of this pathogen. Cercospora jasminicola produces conidiophores, which are amphigenous, arising in group on a dark brown, thick-walled stroma, simple, septate, pale to olivaceous brown, and geniculate with hyaline and narrow tips. However, conidia are numerous, hyaline, multicelled with 9 to 13 transverse septa, 36 to 88 into 1.53 to 4.5 micrometer, obclavate to cylindrical, straight to curve, with obconically truncate base and subacute tip. So, this is all about the important diseases, symptoms and characters. Now, coming to the conclusions of this topic. Rose and jasmine is affected by many diseases like black spot, powdery mildew, rust, grey mold, crown gall, leaf spot and leaf blight. For increasing productivity, timely management of diseases is required. However, for proper management of the disease or before application of the control measures, symptoms associated with diseases need to be identified, followed by the proper identification of the pathogen involved. Thank you.